That is a very good start for personal financial planning. Because if you don't have extra, how are you going to save for your future? So we can go on. Next, about the unexpected expenses. Sometimes every one of you, every month within your group, there are somebody having birthday party, right? Do you spend extra on that?
Yes.
Just now, yes, you spend extra on that, right? Because just now, whatever you gave me is the fixed expenses. These extra expenses you haven't counted, isn't it? Yeah, present is very expensive if you buy from the store. If you want to save on the present, you can do it DIY. And then it is more affordable and then more meaningful because it is from your heart. You make it specially for that person. Right? Extra expenses. Sometimes your school might have certain project have to run. The group is any extra project you need to do. Where is the budget come from? The expenses, who is going to pay the expenses? The school, the teacher, or student themselves? Student themselves. This is also considered unexpected expenses. You haven't taken into consideration of your normal expenses. And then the first two is you have to fork out the expenses, not really in your budget. And then sometimes there might be extra expenses due to celebration for your achievement. Let's say you have done a project very well, respond very good, and then you learn something new, you learn a lot of things, you might go for celebration. So the celebration come with expenses, right? So this is also extra expenses. So after all, we always have to spend less than what we get, meaning that our income less our expenses must have surplus, then only you have extra to save. Next, what about your expenses and income is go back to zero? Any one of you here your income and expenses is equal, meaning that whatever you get every month, you spend all, nothing left. Can I have a show? Yeah. Yes. There are so many, right? So many of you with zero balance, right? Yeah, Kenny, you try your best to avoid that. Sometimes exceed your income minus expenses is negative balance. Yeah, this is a problem. That's why you are here today, this morning, to learn how to control your cash flow so that it wouldn't go beyond that. Zero, you have nothing to save, but it doesn't hurt much. But if it's negative, then it is a problem for you to top up again next month, right? Okay, next. How are we going to control overspending? Do you have any idea on how are you going to control your overspending so that your cash flow wouldn't go negative? Have less money in wallet, yes. Jot down every purchase, yes. Compensate with Maggie. What a pity. You cannot take Maggie every meal every day, right? Usually make list before going shopping. Yes. Download Money Manager. After you download, you must make use of it. Don't just leave it there. And apps downloaded is forever an apps if you don't use it. Yeah, if not medical expense increase tomorrow. Yeah, I'll talk about the medical expense later if we still have time. If not, then maybe next session. To monitor income and expenses, yes, that is the budgeting. Only buy essential, yes. We buy what we need, not what we want. I keep track every money of my money movement. Buy only necessary things and keep the receipt to check on the expenses. Yes, keep track on your expenses. Reduce entertainment. If you don't have extra money, you won't go for extra entertainment because when you open up your pocket, nothing left. Delay gratification. Wow. This is a very technical wording. I think at Newton, you must have read some of the financial planning articles, right? Yeah. So many people have the solution to their own problem, yet not so many people learn to apply. Yes. Knowledge, if you never apply the knowledge that you learn, it is just like you don't know anything, because you have to apply your knowledge on your daily work, your daily expenses, especially if you know how to save money but you don't want to apply because your heart feel like you want to go for something you want to do, but your capability is not there. You don't have the capability. So yeah. Okay. How to control our spending? We have so many ideas here. Yeah. First of all, actually, you must make a list before you go shopping. I will go through the needs and wants with you all later. I adapt minimalize lifestyle. Yes, you have to downgrade your lifestyle or maintain whatever you have. You cannot just simply upgrade your lifestyle, then left with a lot of debts behind. Okay, before we go shopping, we have to make a list what we need to buy and what we need to buy, and it is necessary for your day-to-day living. So before you go shopping, please go through your fridge and your store, your whatever you keep your food or your necessary things, whether they are still stocked inside your fridge or your store or your cabinet. So if still ample of stock, you don't have to buy. Even though when you go to the shopping mall, when there is a very big offer, very 70% discount or whatever, if you still have a lot of stock, you don't have to buy. Especially the food, you cannot stock so much and then until it's expired, cannot eat anymore. But maybe for other things like tissue or whatever, you can keep stock. Some stock doesn't matter if there is a offer in the store. And then another thing, I didn't see any answer from you all. How many of you go shopping when you are hungry? Do you know that emotionally, when we are hungry, we go for shopping, you tend to buy more? Oh, most of you go shopping because you are hungry. If you are very hungry and you go for shopping, you tend to buy a lot of things because when you can smell something good, you can see something nice, when you have money in your pocket, when you go shopping at the right timing, then you tend to spend a lot. So to control overspending, one of the way is to fill up your stomach before you go shopping. That will definitely lower down your expenses. Do you agree with that? Yes, yes, agree. If you eat before shopping, but you have to buy snacks. Okay, snacks. Yeah, I think not only teenagers, not only teenagers and college student or uni student like you like to buy snack. And then while you are watching TV or you're seeing the YouTube, you tend to take something into your stomach. But it's actually yeah, it will add up your expenses. And you know, snack is a need or want. Can you answer? Imran, can you answer to me? Is snacks a need or want? Want, yeah, it is actually a want. Our normal meal is our need. We must eat our breakfast, our lunch, our dinner to have energy to study, right? But a snack, without a snack, actually you don't need the snack to boost your energy, right? But of course, not to say that you totally don't take snack. Once in a while, it's okay. Yeah, okay. Next, we go to the third tips, how to control your overspending. So track your actual expenses against your budget. Just now, I saw somebody list down whatever you spend, what you have purchased, you keep a list. You can do it manually, or you can download an apps to control what is your expenses. And then you need to do a budget and your actual expenses. Do you know what is a budget? Okay, you can use Excel. Do it manually. Yes. Budget is whatever you list out what you need to spend every month. And then the actual expenses is what you actually spend for that particular things. So every month you have to do these two lists. One is your budget, and then the other one is your actual expenses. At the end of the month, you have a closing. Then you compare to it. You budget your handphone 50 ringgit. At the end of the month, how much you spend on your handphone expenses? You budget certain amount for your food and drinks, and then at the end of the month, how much you have spent on food and drinks. You need to keep track of that to control your overspending. See which one you have overspent. Then next month you have to take a look on that. Try to reduce or adjust here and there. And then, okay, next. Do you all know what is emergency fund? Yes, what is that? Please explain. Please explain a little bit on emergency fund. What is emergency? When we are sick, yes. Usually on medical, accident. Sudden accident that require money, car, motorcycle, laptop rosak ke? Yeah. Okay. House maintenance. Kenny is working or student? Are you working or a student? The way I look at your answer seems like you're working, right? Yeah, Sherry, when we have health problem, we need to fork out our emergency fund. Unless we have health insurance, medical insurance, and all this as backup. The insurance we will talk in another session if you want it. Yeah, student and working. Yeah, because you say you have house maintenance fees, you have all this. I think you are working already. You rent a house. You have a house or you rent a room. House maintenance means you are owning a house. Yeah, you rent a house. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes the pipe overflow. Sometimes the fan is not working. Sometimes the aircon is not cool enough. So you might have to do some maintenance on that. Usually, yeah. Okay, pipe, glass, electric here and there. Yes, sure. Contingency money that we use upon a wanted event. Petty cash. Yeah, petty cash. Yeah, that is petty cash also consider. If you set aside a certain amount for your petty cash, that is also considered emergency fund. For anyone who wants to start a budget, maybe you guys can just try 1 month with a budget and see where mostly your money goes. Yeah, if for anybody who doesn't know how to do a budget, just run for 1 month. Just keep track on every item that you spend. Just list it down. Then the next month, you know, you have a guide how much you have to spend on item number 1, item number 2, item number 3, like that. Okay. Good. So next, emergency fund. Just now I mentioned of you accident. Some of you have mentioned about that accident. If you are riding a motor, you got an accident, you crash, and then you need to go to the hospital or the clinic to have some dressing, then that needs money, right? So if you go for dressing, who is going to pay for the expenses? Can I have some feedback? If we met with an accident, parents is going to pay for you. UNIMAS got clinic free of charge. Parents. Yeah, usually we don't have extra for that, right? You ask from the parents. And then if your university got free of charge, then that is a benefit for the university student. And ask from parents, yeah. Insurance, yeah. Edward, you have an insurance. You have medical insurance, or you have hospitalization and surgical insurance, or you have other insurance. Not all the insurance pay for your expenses, you know. If you have a medical card, yes. If you have a personal accident insurance, yes, you can reimburse your medical expenses due to accident. And then if you have a medical card, of course, you can go for outpatient treatment. Use your medical card to pay for the medical expenses. Okay. What about your handphone? Your handphone cannot work? Or maybe out of your battery is not working well? Your handphone's battery is not working well, you need to change, right? So this one also come out as an emergency fund. You must have some money set aside for this emergency expenses come out where you really don't know when. Okay, how to save for an emergency fund? All of you have a saving plan here? Because at the beginning, I saw most of you got extra from your monthly income, right? The extra where you put. Where you put your extra money every month. Any is just personal saving, fixed deposit. Yeah, we have saving account, we have fixed deposit. We have separate bank account for the emergency fund. The rest are, how are you going to save your money? Is it only 3% have saving, the rest have not started any saving plan? In my personal account, not yet. Emergency unit trust, emergency fund, and business. Not yet. No money to save. No money to save. I saw your income and expenses just now got surplus. You should have something to save according to your cash flow just now. Always finish. So you have to control you have to do the budget. You have to analyze which one you need to minimize, or how are you going to increase your income, then only you have extra to save. We will come to that later. Save 5 ringgit every day. That is good, Helen. Okay. Every day 5 ringgit. 1 month, 30 days, you can already save 150 ringgit. 1 year, you have 1,800 already. Save, but when got emergency, will habis loh. You, that's why like Edelton, he has a separate account for emergency fund. For your like to have outing, like you go to Starbucks or to whichever place that you spend your extra money, you don't use your emergency fund, then you can keep an account especially for that. Keep the green strategy. Yes, you put 5 ringgit a day, you keep on this habit, you will have a lot more at the end of the day. Because 5 ringgit a day, 1 year you will have 1,800. Sikit-sikit, lama-lama jadi bukit. Yes, save some money every day. When we see the money, we can't resist to spend. That's why in personal financial planning, we not only look at the figure, the money that we have to take care of our heart. Our heart must stop the unnecessary spending. We only spend whatever we need to spend, not what we want to spend. So we must control our heart. So better have separate account. Yes. Save some money. Sometimes can you teach more about compound interest? Yes, compound interest. I will touch on that at the later part of this session. Yeah. Okay. Now we talk about the saving habit. First of all, you must start now. Don't wait until you have money, then only you save. Nobody have money to save if you want to save later. Whenever, okay, let me go back to how are you going to save if you don't have enough money? Usually, what is your understanding in saving? You have income, you minus your expenses, then you save. Is it what you do? Can I have feedback from the ground? You have income, something coming, the money come in, and then you have expenses, your money come out, and then at the end of the day, if there is any extra, then only you save. So if you are the type of person like this, please put yes in the chat room. Yes, Adeline, Kenny, Irfan. Leftover money will be our saving. Yes. Helen, at least 10 to 20% every month must be in saving. This is something different. Helen, I like your response. 10 to 20%. Okay. JC, get allowances, save some before spending. Yes, this is another way of saving. You have extra money, you save before you spend. In financial planning, this is a very, very important mindset that you all must have. It is not that income minus expenses you go and save. It is income minus whatever you need to save, then only go to expenses. Is this something new to all some of you? I think most of you, right? I save first because I already know, yeah, how much need to pay, then I left over, I spend on daily basis. Yes. Yes. You must have a mindset telling you that whatever income you have, you must set aside, like Helen, 10% or 20% of your income into a saving account. Then only you spend the rest. Get me? I want to be like Helen. Yes. Afraid to save too much. Anybody here can tell me you are afraid of having too much money? No. Actually, I would love having too much money. I love spending. Even monopoly money I like. I'm afraid cannot control myself. Yeah, actually, financial planning, there are a lot of things you need to learn. Now, today we are only learning on the very basic cash flow only, income and expenses. When we have money, how are we going to control? How are we going to grow our money? How are we going to protect our money? How are we going to distribute our money? Is way behind that. There are a lot of things you need to learn in financial planning. If you have a lot of money, no need to be afraid. There are steps for you to go through how to protect, how to grow, how to distribute, how to manage your money. No worry, you learn later if you want it. I want to have money, so money will come to me. Okay. Now come back to the saving method. We must have allocate a portion of our income to saving, then only we spend. Actually, there are no fixed rules on how much you need to, what's the percentage you need to save, because not everybody have the same formula. For those of you who have less than 2,000 income every month, I cannot expect you to save 50%. Maybe you can only save 10%. But for those people who have monthly income of more than 10,000, they can save more if they have a very disciplined saving plan. Otherwise, everybody will have tends to spend off all their money that they earn. So first of all, we save money, we must start now. So make a determination. Whatever money comes to you, you must allocate to your saving first. And then not the amount that counts, because now you don't have much money. Maybe you can only save 50 ringgit a month. No problem on that. Even you save 50 ringgit is better than you don't save at all. Because money will grow in times. I will talk about that later. And then you must put it automated. Automated means automatically the money transfer to the account that you need to save. Whether a unit trust or a separate saving account or a fixed deposit or whatever. So, okay, next. Why you need to start saving now? Do you know why you need to start saving now? Rather than you wait until you are 30 years old, 40 years old. Some people might think that I don't have much money, I don't have to save now. When I have a better job at my age of 30, I can save more. When I have grown my business at the age of 40, I can save more. Can I have some feedback? So that I can buy asset in the future in 30 financial freedom because of compound interest. Yes. Yes, actually you compound more. Because the time times the rate will grow your money in a compounding effect. You need more time, you need a higher interest rate to grow your money faster. Why you need to save now? Because you are still young. You're only 20. Some of you 21, 22, 23. You have time. You have the time advantage to save your money to grow bigger. Do you believe that if you save 100 ringgit only every month, by the time you retire, you are already a millionaire? Can't say that at the same time inflation is high, so do I spend or do I save? You have to spend, you have to save. You have to save first before you spend. Inflation really eats up our money. If you don't save, you don't invest, inflation will not stop there. Whether you save or not, inflation is going to increase. So if you don't save, your gap is even bigger. It's very hard for you to catch up if you don't start saving right now. The value depreciates drastically. Yes. By the power of compounding. During my younger days, I don't have people advise me, and I end up learning the hard way. And nowadays, there is a lot of personal financial gurus, not like I said. Yes, actually now information everywhere. Information overload is whether you get the correct information or not from Google or from any website that you go through. If you get the right information, the information fits your situation, then it's very good. Okay. You have the time advantage, and then you most probably, I think most of you don't have much commitment right now. Now any one of you have commitment, car loan, housing loan? Anybody have car loan, housing loan? If don't have, that means you are having the advantage right now. You don't have other commitment. You must save now. If you don't save, why you don't have extra commitment? You don't have to pay for your car loan. You don't have to pay for your housing loan. Also, you cannot save. What if you have car loan to pay, you have a housing loan to pay, you have to pay for your PT, PTN after you graduated, and then you have to pay for your transport, you pay for parking, you pay for petrol, everything. Do you think you have extra to save if you don't have the habit to save right now? Now, the point is you have to start saving now. Yeah, you have to start saving now, and then because you have the time advantage, I'll talk to you what is your time advantage later. Because you don't have much commitment, you can start to allocate more of your investment. Like Helen, she can spare 20 to 30% for saving. You save now and spend later. Is to delay gratification. Means that those things that you feel like enjoying right now, but you cannot afford to enjoy, you leave it first, save first. You must have a habit to save. If you don't have a habit to save right now, don't think that you know how to save after you graduate. Don't think that you know how to save when you have income from your work. Because as a financial planner, I came across with a lot of people saying that I don't have money to save. Yes, it's true. But in the other way, it's whether you have a plan, whether you have strategy, you know how to save or not. Like the very basic one I told you just now, you must allocate your saving first, then only you go to expenses. Okay. Next. Okay, we are going to the exciting part right now. Do you know how long does it take for your money to be double? Any one of you know how long your money is going to double if you put your money in the bank, giving you a 2% compounding interest every year? Yeah, let me answer the question of somebody asked me what is the compounding interest. Compounding means interest on interest, meaning that you have 1,000 right now, you put in the bank giving you 2% interest a year. What is the 2% on your 1,000? 1,000 times 2% is 20 ringgit. So at the you have 1,000 plus 20 ringgit. Right? Okay, yeah. You have 1,000 plus 20 ringgit. The next year, if you don't take out the money, your principal will become 1,000 plus 20. So the next year, your interest will be 1,020 ringgit times 2%. That will become 20 ringgit 40 cents. Okay? Understand what is the meaning of compounding interest here? Meaning that the interest that you earn this year is going to become your capital, become your principal to earn interest again. That is what we call compounding. Okay, how many of you knows your money will double? How long does it take for your money to double if the bank only give you 2% a year? If you were to use the calculation just now, 1,000 times 2%, 20 ringgit, 1,020 ringgit times 2%, how much? And then add it up. At the end of the day, it will become 2,000. How long does it take? You want a shortcut? I give you a shortcut right now, very easy. Have you ever heard about the rule of 72? Any one of you heard of rule of 72? What does it mean, Kenny? Somebody said heard before but forgot. Kenny heard of it. Do you know what it means? Yeah, most of you don't know what is that rule of 72. A simple way to determine how long an investment you take to double given a fixed annual rate of return. Okay, let me go to it. Rule of 72. Listen here, students, those who want to know. Okay, rule of 72 is to determine how is your money going to double. Okay, first of all, the rule of 72, you must have three factors to calculate. First is the rate of return, and then number 2 is the number of years, how long you need to put the money to let your money grow. So the formula is 72 divided by the number of years or the rate of the interest return. The return rate, meaning that just now the question I asked you, how long does it take for your money to grow, double? If the bank is giving you 2%, that means you have to use 72 divided by 2. What is the answer? If you were to use the calculation just now, at the end of the day, you will see that it is 36 years. But if you use this formula, straight away you can get the answer. Yeah. Can you imagine that your 1,000 grow to 2,000 only after 36 years? If you are not going to save now, when are you going to save? When are you going to have enough money for retirement? When are you going to have enough money to buy a car, to pay for your deposit before you get a loan from the bank to own your car? How much is enough to retire? It depends on how much you want to spend during your retirement. The calculation, I need another session to tell you, not now, because it involves a lot of calculation. The rule of 4%, what is that? Meaning that if the bank gives you a 4%, then you use 72 divided by 4. 72 divided by 4 means 18. So if your bank can give you 4% interest for your fixed deposit, then it will only take 18 years for your money to be double. Okay, never mind. I never heard of that. What is rule of 4%? Maybe there is some other, you can text me later. We'll explore on that. I heard of rule of 72. We learned about rule of 78. We learned of other things, but not rule of 4%. 4%. This is something new to me. Okay. So now come back to the interest rate. If your bank giving you 2%, you take 36 years to grow. If you have somewhere to put your money which grow at 6% a year, do you know what is the difference in 36 years? Okay. Shall we continue? Just a minute. Let me go through the difference. What is the difference between 2% and 6%? I show you something here. Can I have the access to share screen?
PERFEP.
Okay. Hello. Can you see my screen now? Oh, no, I cannot share here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let me go through this. Do you know what's the difference between, okay, let me just say, because I cannot share my screen, I just tell you what's the difference. If you have a 2% in savings and 6% in another investment, what's the difference in 36 years? So using the formula just now, 72 divided by 2 is 36 years, meaning that if you have a 10,000 to grow to 20,000, it will take you 36 years. So if you have another investment or whatever, give you 6% a year, so you can take the 72 divided by 6, it is 12 years, right? So 12 years meaning that your 10,000 is going to grow to 20,000 in 12 years. So another 12 years, your 20,000 will grow to 40,000. Then another 12 years, your 40,000 will grow to 80,000. Can you all get the picture? Can you all get the picture? Can you all get what I mean? Okay, 10,000 from after 12 years with 6% compounding return, it will become 20,000, and then another 12 years, it will become 40,000. Add in another 12 years, meaning that all in all 36 years, it will become 80,000. So this is the difference. If you put in an investment 2%, after 36 years, it will become 20,000. If you put in a saving investment which give you 6%, after 36 years, it will become 80,000. That's the difference. 80,000 and 20,000. It will be a 60,000 difference if you put in two different investment tools. Oh, every one of you understand? I think we don't have much time left, so I end my session by now. If you have any question, you can just ask.
You can ask from the chat, or you can unmute if you want.
And then if you have interest on other topics that you want me to share in other times, maybe you can give me the feedback later.
So is there any question from the participants?
Edison, you can share the screen, my last screen, about the topics that they might want to know. You can share in other times.
Yeah, sure.
They can just give me an email or WhatsApp on the topic, because this session is going to end very soon. So they can send to me through my WhatsApp or to my email, selecting which topic they want to have. Then we can conduct later at a later time.
Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, there's the link given there for you to answer the questionnaire if you want the weekly session. If you're interested in the weekly session, we will do weekly session for you. Just answer the questionnaire from the Google form, yeah? And then now everyone, we hope you can show your face. We want to take a group photo with all of us. Okay? Turn on your camera. Yeah, Edward, you ready? Okay, nice. Everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay, in a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Screenshot. Melvin and Hazim. Stephen, I couldn't see you guys. Do you guys mind switch on your? I'll remove this. Hold on a second. Hazim
Okay.
and okay. Again, in the count 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
All right, nice. Thank you so much for everyone. All right, so don't forget to answer the Google form so we can know if you want the weekly session with us, and you can share what topic you want Miss Pang to cover. All right. Thank you so much for